Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum here with some words of wisdom to start your day off well, give you something to think about and talk about today. And today, when I first woke up, I was feeling a little bit beleaguered. Yesterday was a very busy day and a lot of running around and um, not a lot of contact with people, a little bit, but mostly cranking out the chores sort of a deal. And today I was just like, so the first thing I saw on my desk, which I'm going to share with y'all because I think it is helpful. Good morning, Joe Neal. Welcome. Glad you are here. Is embrace the process, release the outcome. Because I was beginning to spin on, well, I wonder how this is going to turn out. What am I going to do about that? And all the things instead of being present in the moment and allowing. Yes, I had contact with you. I did. We made an additional Common Ground Conversation podcast, and our intrepid virtual assistant, we each utilize the same person, will be hopefully getting one posted yet this week. We're behind a few, but we'll see if we can get caught up, and that'll be good. Good morning, Barb. Good morning, Abigail. Good morning, Gwen. Glad you are all here. This is good. This is good. And when this is the particular deck that showed up, I will show you Nature Portals by Bruce and Carol Malnor, Inspiration Through the Peace and Beauty of Nature. Perfect card deck today. But I had a little question going through my head in terms of, I know what I like to get out of these cards. I wonder what they wanted us to get out of these cards. So what does one do? One drags out the introduction card. Dear friend, that'd be us. And it says, we've combined nature photos with uplifting words to inspire you toward a more intimate connection, a deeper relationship with nature and with yourself. Each card invites you to walk through one of nature's portals, thus the title. Use them to help you take your next step in personal growth, expand your awareness of nature's gifts. Some of us are really good at that. Bring balance and renewal into your life. So for me, that last one resonated. Balance and renewal, balance and renewal. So that's going to be my mantra for today. Balance and renewal, balance and renewal. So welcome to everybody else who might be here that your name isn't rolling. Glad to have you. Show you our beautiful card for today. Bruce is an amazing photographer. Love that picture. Isn't that beautiful? So let's do a little breathing and a little tapping just to ground ourselves into right here, right now. Pick your spot. I like this one. Some nice, deep belly breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Cleansing and releasing anything that doesn't serve you. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Beth. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Yes, it is a beautiful card. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you to imagine you're standing outside on a crisp morning doing this breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And one more just to ground ourselves fully into Mother Nature, into here. Yes, balance and renewal. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, showing you our beautiful card again. It is entitled Expect a Miracle. And I like that because so many of us get caught in the churn, like I did yesterday, of the day-to-day stuff to be done. And we miss out on the opportunities to experience all the small miracles, small and large, that are available to us. Perhaps the sky looks beautiful. Perhaps there's a great bird making a call. Perhaps you're smelling Mother Earth as she begins to thaw. All kinds of opportunities to expect and appreciate the miracles. So here are the words. Take a breath. Let it go. A miracle is something that is wondrous, marvelous, extremely unusual, or outstanding. So notice it can be any of those. It doesn't have to be all of those. Little miracles all the time. Nature surrounds us with miracles every day. Consider the rainbow. Its vibrant colors appear against the backdrop of a gray sky. It brightens up the whole thing. It's absolutely beautiful. Do we take the time to appreciate the rainbows in our daily life? Use all of your senses to become aware of nature's miracles around you at this very moment. What wonders do you hear, see, smell? Are there any that you can touch or taste? Take the time. I love watching the kids on their way to school here. We're right by a middle school. Many of them will trail their fingers across the bark on the tree that's in our front yard. And I love that. I love that. They're connecting with nature on their way to school. How lovely. The quote is Albert Einstein. There are only two ways to live. One is as though nothing is a miracle, and the other is as if everything is. What if maybe it's not so black and white, but what if we nudged our way toward viewing more and more as miracles? That marvelous cup of coffee you're holding in your hands. Can you see the miracle in that? Good morning, Mel. Welcome. Let me show you our beautiful card for today. Expect a miracle. Expect a miracle. And I think especially when times are troubled and there's much going on and we're just in the slog, that can be a great time to expect a miracle. When you expect something, your lenses adjust to seek it out. Where do I see that? Really, frankly, this stuff is all around us. The good, the bad, the ugly, it's all around us. What are your lenses attuned to seeing? Does that mean that we don't want to pay attention to other things? No. But too often we let the primitive brain run our lives, and we're on the lookout for danger, and we're avoiding what I call we're playing not to lose. We are not playing to win, we're playing not to lose. And you get a certain outcome when you play not to lose versus playing to win. So free yourself up. Take some breaths. Everybody knows I'm a great advocate of the breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Because, as some wise person once said, everything moves on the breath. Everything moves on the breath. A wise Fritz Perls said, anxiety is excitement without the breath. Add the breath back in. Make it be excitement. What are you looking forward to? What in your day, like as I'm looking out the window right now, the tree in my front yard looks very much like this. No rainbow yet, but my tree looks very much like this. So what can you experience? Look out your window right now if you're near a window. If you're outside, even better. What do you notice? What do you notice? And the other day when Diane and I were sitting in the park, we were lamenting the color palette. Gray, brown, dirty snow. It was not very pretty. And then a little bit of the cloud cover broke open. And you could see the blue sky. And there were some mallard ducks there, and you could see the green head of the male mallard. Just little miracles, little miracles. Look for those little miracles. And again, embrace the process, release the outcome. Well, here's a miracle. Let me show you the clip. That's a photograph of the butterflies when they gather at Peninsula Point near Rapid River, Michigan, before beginning their trek down to Mexico for the winter. The trees, cedar trees, are just covered with them. It usually happens in September. Amazing. That's one of those experiences that when you have it, you realize there's so much more. This amazing, beautiful, awesome experience isn't your run-of-the-mill everyday happening. It's miraculous. It's miraculous. So where will you find your miracle today? Where will you allow yourself to seek your miracle? You can use your eyes. We're very over-reliant on our eyes. You are sitting outside looking at green grass and palm trees. Fantastic. Fantastic. So yes, Palm trees are not a Michigan thing, so enjoy them while you're sitting there seeing them. Just the vast array of any kind of a thing. We were talking about trees last night. The cover story on the newspaper yesterday was what they estimate to be between a 250-year-old to 350-year-old oak tree that had to be cut down at one of the parks in Menasha, I believe, because it was too dangerous to leave standing. But instead of boring out the trunk and all the things they typically do, they left a stump and then they cut a wedge into the stump and they made it a throne. So you can go and sit on the throne, a 350-year-old throne, and feel the energy of that tree. They also did a slice. They call it a cookie. One of the round slices of the tree, they call it a cookie. And they're carving on that the information about the tree as best they know. But they on the rings of the cookie, they're going to put some life events. This is when the Revolutionary War was. This is when this, you know, that's going to be a miracle. That's going to be another one of those things that when we look at it, we can feel the vastness of all that is. So, my call to action for all of us today is allow ourselves the opportunity to bask in that vastness today. Find a way. Find a way. Maybe it's looking at the sky. Maybe it's staring up into a tree. Whatever it's going to be. Some of you might be lucky enough to see a rainbow. Who knows? But let's celebrate the miracles today. Have an awesome Tuesday. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are, including embracing all of the miracles that are available every day. Bye-bye.